You are watching Jesup High School Athletics on the Jayhawk Sports Network from Heartland Technology. Welcome to the South Gym in Jesup, where tonight your Jayhawks are set to battle the Turkey Valley Trojans in an out-of-conference matchup that should be an entertaining one. Good evening, everyone. I'm Luke Baldwin with tonight's call. Behind the scenes, this broadcast would not be possible without our on-site producer, Anthony Baugh, and his magic box, and Eric Clark on the camera, bringing all the action straight to your living room. Let's take a look at the visiting Turkey Valley Trojans. Head coach Steve Holfert brings the squad into Jesup, enjoying a very strong season, sporting an 11-2 record in the Upper Iowa Conference. That said, the Trojans are coming off a narrow loss to conference rival Crestwood, and will no doubt be hungry to get back in the win column. Junior Isabel Sticka leads Turkey Valley across the board, averaging 14 points, 12 rebounds, and 3 assists per game. Senior Addiston Steinlage provides additional scoring punch at 11.5 points per contest, while junior Eleni Bodensteiner chips in nearly 6 rebounds per game. With just one underclassman on the entire roster, experience is a major strength for this Trojan team. Now to your Jesup Jayhawks. Coaches Roger Oberhauser and Jason Pilcher's team enters tonight at 7-6, fresh off snapping a 4-game skid with a win over Sumner Fredericksburg on Friday night. That victory was the Jayhawks' first without junior Marley Shizzle, who's out for the season with an injury, and did a lot to boost both confidence and chemistry with the adjusted lineup. Offensively, Jesup is led by senior Emma Bowes and junior Peyton Weber, who each average 12 points per game. Weber is also a force on the boards, pulling down nearly 8.5 rebounds per contest, while Bowes adds 6.5. At point guard, sophomore Dylan Vogel continues to run the offense, setting the tempo and distributing the basketball. We should be in for a good one tonight as the Trojans look to add to their impressive win total, while the Jayhawks aim to build momentum and make it a 2-game winning streak. Once again, this is Luke Baldwin bringing you live Jesup Jayhawk girls basketball on Jayhawk Sports Network, presented by Heartland Technology. If you haven't already, be sure to follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/JayhawksSN or on X at JayhawksSN. And now let's turn things over to PA announcer Doug Fresh for tonight's starting lineup, followed by our national anthem.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Jesup High School for tonight's varsity girls basketball games. Special welcome is extended to our guests from Turkey Valley High School. Jesup High School proudly supports and practices good sportsmanship. By supporting your team, respecting the abilities of the opposition, and decisions of the officials, you can create an environment that is reflective of the community. Be a class act, be a good sport, be a winner in the game of sportsmanship. Please welcome tonight's game officials, Ryan Harder, Derek Shantz, and Ethan Davies. Now for tonight's starting lineup for the Trojans, junior number 2, Hazel Neiman. Senior number 3, Addison Steinlage. Senior number 4, Annika Bodensteiner. And junior Emerson Hoffert. And junior number 31, Isabella Stika. The Trojans are led by head coach Steve Hoffert. For your Jayhawks, senior number 11, Emma Bowes. Senior number 12, Jaden Bowes. Junior number 21, Ella DeVore. Sophomore number 22, Dylan Vogel. And junior number 24, Peyton Weber. Jesups are led by head coaches Roger Oberhauser and Jason Pilcher. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand as we honor our nation and flag while paying respect to our men and women in uniform around the world who protect our liberties and way of life with the singing of our national anthem by Jesup High School junior Allison Bovey and Jesup freshman Cece Kopp.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, a big shout out to senior Allison Bovey and freshman Cece Kopp for a beautiful rendition of our national anthem there. Always love when we get a couple of our actual students singing that. Real quick, I want to run through the starting lineups for you. For the Turkey Valley Trojans, a junior guard, number 2, Hazel Neiman, a senior guard, number 3, Addison Steinlogge, senior forward, number 4, Annika Bodensteiner, a junior forward, number 14, Emerson Hoffert, and a junior forward, number 31, Isabel Sticka. For your Jesup Jayhawks, a senior number 11, Emma Bowes, a senior guard, number 12, Jaden Bowes, junior guard, number 21, Ella DeVore, sophomore point guard, number 22, Dylan Vogel, and your center, a junior, number 24, Peyton Weber. Turkey Valley does control the tip. Emma Bowes with the quick steal, something we've become accustomed to seeing from Emma. She fakes, drives, up and in. So Jesup with the quick score. Again, the Turkey Valley Trojans, this is a out-of-conference contest tonight. Hence the Monday night game as opposed to a Tuesday or Friday. But they come from the Upper Iowa Conference, from the small division. I'm not exactly sure what that small division means. I suppose it's similar to East, West, and the Nickel, which of course is what the Jayhawks are in. Isabel Sticka with the points for the Trojans, and we will call her name likely a lot tonight, as she leading scorer, rebound getter, and assist giver. Sticka up, she's going to draw the foul, see if she can make this a three-point play. Isabel, a junior. As I mentioned in the pregame, the Trojans bring just one underclassman with them, and that is sophomore Brinley Hayek. Don't know that we see Brinley, but she is the lone underclassman on this team of juniors and seniors. Nice find by Emma Bowes, dumps it off to Peyton Weber. She's gonna go to the line, try to make it a three-point play. Happy Popcorn Day, y'all. I was watching the ads on our mega board. What do we call this, Jumbotron? We're going to call it Jumbotron here in the Jesup gym, and apparently it's National Popcorn Day. So, and if you didn't know this, Jesup has great popcorn. It's not too late to get up here and enjoy a bag. Addison Steinlogge, the senior guard, knocks down a little mid-range jumper. Jesup so far doing a nice job breaking the press, although do turn it over there. For those of you who joined us Friday night, the Jayhawks did get a nice victory over the Sumner Fredericksburg Cougars, although in the second half the Cougars went to a full court press and our girls really struggled with that. Again, we are down Marley Shizzle. She was a junior leader. That makes a big difference. Nice drive by Jaden Bowes. Split the defense. But so far in this game, it looks like they've worked some things out there, which I had no doubt. I knew Coach Pilcher and Coach Oberhauser would make quick work of that. 3-ball, no good. Rebound Trojans. Nice drive to the rim, but could not get the roll. Addison Steinlogge playing some tight defense, but between her and Emerson Hoffert, they do foul Emma Bowes. I believe that's going to go against number 14, Emerson Hoffert. Got to believe Emerson is Coach Steve Hoffert's kid. If not, maybe somebody can chime in and correct me. Jesup moving the ball around the perimeter, always looking for that inside. Emma Bowes with the deep three. She was a good 4 to 5 feet behind that line. Nice shot, nothing but net. Jesup in a 2-3 zone. Nice shot by Annika Bodensteiner. That, of course, is how you bring a team out of the zone, by dropping layups. Dropping three-pointers, I should say, not layups. I believe they're going off. Okay, shot counts, but there was nothing after the fact. The shot counted, Jesup ball. Jaden Bowes tries to get the layup, no good. Out of bounds, off of her, they're saying. So again, as I mentioned, Jesup in this 2-3 zone. Not surprised at all. Turkey Valley does have size inside, and they'd like to go to that size often, especially with, although she's not in the game right now, Isabel Sticka does a nice job for the Trojans inside, and she is in the game. Emma Bowes inbounds to her sister Jaden Bowes. Got to watch that crossover, Jaden. Hang that out too far and they'll snag it from you. Foul on the Trojans. That foul against Eleni Bodensteiner, junior. I think I forgot to, or failed to mention when she came into the game. Eleni Bodensteiner, a 6'2" junior center for the Trojans. And I was watching them warm up before the game here, and Eleni was dropping threes just like Annika Bodensteiner, presumably her sister just did right there. Good fake by Emma Bowes. Nice dump off to Peyton, could not get it to go. A little too strong. Nothing but net for Hazel Neiman. And turnover. Just when I get a little too confident with my comments about Jesup's ability to break the press, they've kind of backfired on me here. So coaches Oberhauser and Pilcher do call a 30-second timeout, talk things over with their squad. What started as a a pretty tight game here has quickly escalated into a 12-20 affair with the Trojans from Turkey Valley on top. So if there was any question about whether or not this Turkey Valley squad is legit, I think they've answered it so far. They seem to have all the pieces of a good puzzle. Size, speed, ability to jump passing lanes, and can knock it down from pretty much everywhere, it appears. Jesup working around. Peyton Webb with the long three, not typically her shot, a little bit off. Vogel, three. True. Jayhawks remain in that 2-3 despite the avalanche of three-point shots the Trojans have made. I can't hardly blame them, though. It's kind of a two-headed beast out there, although I don't know, at some point they might have to go away from that. Annika Bodensteiner with another three. I believe that's her second or third of the game now. 9 points to her name. Emma Bowes straight on. Can't get it to fall, a little strong. Stick quickly back the other way. No good. But Bodensteiner there with the rebound, a little testy. She's got to watch her emotions there. She was fouled on that by Peyton Weber. And coach is gonna pull her along with Annika Bodensteiner, have them both take a seat. Brimley Hayek, a sophomore. The lone sophomore, number 23, into the game for the Trojans. Good take by Emma Bowes. She gets it blocked, but she is going to go to the line, shoot a pair after the foul. That foul goes against Isabel Sticka, her second. And she will exit the game as we see Eleni Bodensteiner back into the game. So just a short break for Eleni. Emerson, no good. Ella, not Emerson. I don't know where I came up with Emerson there. So Ella Bowes spending a lot of time at the line tonight as she draws another foul, this time going against Hazel Neiman. She makes good on the first. And good on the second. 15 seconds to go in this first period. Trojans look to, I was going to say get the last shot, but they do fire up a quick one there. Vogel to Weber, Weber up, no good. did well to get that shot off in the first place. So that ends the first period here in Jesup. Your Jayhawks 18. Our visitors from the north, Turkey Valley 28. As I said, what started as a fairly back and forth game quickly stretched out here. Turkey Valley with the 10-point lead. Most of that due to their outside shooting, if I'm being honest. I mean, they are a team that can kill you in the post, but with the Jayhawks sticking with this 2-3 zone, they're really exposing themselves on the perimeter, and the Trojans have taken full advantage of that. So we'll see if the Jayhawks stick with that. And if they do, they're going to have to find a way to move their feet a little quicker, get some hands in the faces, and potentially jump some passing lanes. Jesup back with their starting five: Ellen Jaden Bowes, Ella DeVore, Peyton Weber, and Dylan Vogel. Addison Steinlage with the ball at the top. Inside to Bodensteiner. She's going to kick back out. Nice fake. Good board by Emerson. I don't know why I keep calling her Emerson. Emma. Truth be told, Emma's one of the main reasons I call these games up here. She always gets really excited when somebody's calling their games. So I'm happy to do that. I'm old. My kids want nothing to do with me, so I really don't have much going on. So happy to come up here and call a game. I'm kidding. My kids love me, whether they know it or not. Emma Bowes. Back to the line. We've seen it a few times tonight. That foul against Eleni Bodensteiner. So both of Turkey Valley's interior players with 2 fouls apiece. And they're going to rotate out. Again, a lot of experience on this team. They rotate. They've been consistently rotating girls in and out since the start of this game. Sticka with the ball at the top. Working around the perimeter, nice cut. That's too easy. Defensive breakdown for the Jayhawks there. Somebody's got to come over and help that, but nice job by the Trojans to get the defense off balance. Opened up a nice driving lane. Jaden Bowes inside to Peyton Weber. Up. No good. Got to get that ball up on the board a little higher there, Peyton. There you go. Way to stick with it. Boy. Strong drive by Steinlage. She does not get the ball to go in the hoop, but she's going to go to the line to shoot a pair. Just a first team foul the second period, and first foul on Jaden Bowes. No good on the second. Rebound Sticka up and in. So that does not make a coach happy. You got a box out, especially when it's the leading scorer and rebounder. And she does make that a three-point play. Haley Gangler, a sophomore, 5'7" sophomore, number 5 for Jesup, into the game at half court. Jesup quickly up the floor. Nice job breaking that press break. Oh, good drive. Good drive by Vogel. A lot of points being scored. A lot of fouls being given too. I feel like somebody is at the line every possession. And Vogel will get her second to complete that three-point play. 24-33, Turkey Valley still on top. We are aware you've got options tonight on your TV. One in particular, the national championship game between the Miami Hurricanes and Indiana Hoosiers. So if you are tuning in with us, which if you're hearing this, you are, we appreciate you. And if you're curious, if you don't want to tune over to check a score or look at your phone, the Hoosiers are still up 3-0 with 6:15 to go in the second. Bit of a mid-air collision there, mostly between Turkey Valley players. And the ball is going to go to the Jayhawks as the shot clock expires. I think there was some hurt feelings in the midst of all that, but we're working it out. Atomic elbow drop in there, I think. Vogel fakes, drives. She's going to get that stripped. And after all of that, it is going to be Turkey Valley ball. And that foul on the play is going to go against Haley Gingler. Nice help defense on that by Vogel. Unfortunately, Sticka's she's got some height on her. She stands 5'10", so not incredibly tall, but tall enough. And she does get up in the air, so drew a foul. She's going to the line. Strong on the first one, but gets the friendly roll. And completes it with the second one. Coach Oberhauser calls 30-second timeout for the Jayhawks. That's their second timeout called of the game. The boys in black and white tonight have their work cut out for them. They've been working hard. A lot of fouls called tonight. And that's not being critical of them. They're actually calling legit fouls. A fairly sloppy game defensively, if I'm being honest so far. I think both teams could probably clean that up a bit. Emerson, boy, Emma inbounds to Vogel. Quick foul. That foul against Brinley Hayek. And I think that might have just been the refs trying to force them to clean it up a little bit. Like, we're here, we see you, don't do that again. Attempted the cross-court pass a little high. Jesup still trailing the Trojans 24-35. 4:20 left to go in this game. Sticka, nice rebound, tries to go right back up with it, doesn't get the ball to foul, but once again heading to the line. I'm not as equipped with the stats as my usual partner Nate Clayberg or my partner from years past, so I don't know how many fouls The Trojans usually draw a game, but they've drawn a slew of them tonight. But in the same breath, so has Jesup. No good. Ella Bowes takes a look at three, takes a look inside, kicks it over, and the Jayhawks turn it back over. Need to be more intentional with those passes. Throw a head fake, throw a ball fake. Jesup just really struggling to hang on to the ball here. Good hustle by Gangler. I think she just got ahead of herself and had the ball and then didn't, which happens sometimes. Stay down. Bodensteiner, that's just a mismatch with Emma Bowes underneath. Emma fake into the lane, puts it up. The bank is now open. Steinlage looks at three, takes it inside to Sticka. Good no call, all ball. Steinlage, no good, long shot. Rebound, Emma Bowes. Emma's gonna look at the three. I thought she was gonna take it. Oh, good drive. Corner open, no good. Rebound Bowes. Quickly up, far side. Vogel, three. Can't get that one to fall. Out of bounds, back to the Trojans. .220 to go here in this first half. So after a very hot first quarter from the Trojans around the perimeter, they have cooled off a bit. That's not to say their scoring is necessarily cooled off. They're still getting buckets inside, but they're not hitting from the same clip from three-point land. Drive and blocked by Bodensteiner. Again, Bodensteiner 6'2". That's got to be travel. I think Sticka just got a little bit out of control there, but she's a nice player, man. She is always looking to score. That was a case where she had about 3 girls on her though, and that's when you wanna recognize that pullback and say, hey, do I have a teammate open? I bet I do. 2 of them at least. Emma Bowes, 3. That was pretty. That was true from the moment it left her fingertips. Three on the other end, no good. Rebound, Sticka up. Pretty move. Kiss off the glass. Indiana Hoosiers up 10-0 over the Miami Hurricanes. 3:04 to go in the second period of that game. Little less to go in the second period of this game as Vogel goes up, but no good. Nice double team trap by Jesup. Emma Bowes cannot get it to go. And Gangler will commit the foul. That, I believe, it's going to be her second foul. I was thinking she committed a third in there, but just her second. Isabel Sticka will go to the line to shoot a pair after head coach Steve Hoffert visits with his team. He is taking a 30-second break. So again, we've been hovering around that 10-point spread here, 29-40 at the moment. Trojans up 11 on the Jayhawks. But both teams battling. Lena DeVore, a freshman guard, in for the Jayhawks, number 20. She is at the top far side of the box there. First shot no good for Sticka. Second is good. Sticka will head to the bench for a breather. Well, actually, likely until halftime, unless they bring her back in for the offense. Brinley Hack into the game for her. Drive by DeVore, no good. Emma Bowes with the steal, quickly back the other way, up and in. Beats the shot clock, or beats the clock. Nice job, good hustle play, girls. I believe that was Bowes and Gangler, I think, on the far side, trapped the Trojans, turned it over, and got one before half. That was a big one. I've said numerous times we're hovering around that 10-point mark, and that brought us exactly to that 10-point spread. So we are going to take about a 10-minute break here. I'm going to rest my voice, give you guys a break from my voice, probably watch a little football on my phone here, and then we'll come back with the second half here shortly. Hello and welcome back. I'm Luke Baldwin and you are watching Jesup High School Athletics on the Jayhawk Sports Network from Heartland Technology. And we are here with the second half of tonight's out-of-conference matchup between your Jesup Jayhawks and the Turkey Valley Trojans. Trojans currently lead the Jayhawks 41-31 as we start the third period. Thanks for joining us tonight. As I mentioned before, I know that we're competing with the national championship game, so if you are spending time with us as opposed to that, we appreciate you. In fact, I think we're at halftime of that game, and the Hoosiers lead 10-0. Sticka picking up right where she... Wait a minute, that was not Sticka, that was Emerson Holford. Rebound and 2 points. Interior feed to Peyton Weber. Nicely done, Peyton. Made yourself some space, squared up and in. Steinloggy with the ball at the top of, or I should say the middle of your screen. If you're just joining us, the first period of this game included quite a few three-pointers by the Trojans. That's kind of how they got the significant lead they have. They have been very effective inside as well. As I say that, Peyton Weber with back-to-back inside shots. But then, and I should knock on wood, the Trojans did go a bit cold in the second period, at least from beyond the perimeter. And of course I say that, and Annika Bodensteiner knocks one down. Emma Bowes in and out. Steinloggy quickly back the other way. Sticka. Floater, no good. Rebound, Emma Bowes. Emma Bowes must have about 12 rebounds already, I think. Jayhawks work it around. Ooh, got an extra step in there. Right idea by Dylan Vogel. She just needed one more dribble or one less step and she would have been okay. I see Dylan Vogel's younger sister watching from the wings. Hopefully a future point guard for the Jayhawks or a future something for the Jayhawks. I understand she's a pretty good little baller herself. Emma Bowes picks up that ball, fires to Vogel in the corner, fakes, kicks back out. Oh boy. Yeah, we got two different calls there. The one on the baseline did get it right. That was a travel. So our girls just needing to take one less step on these drives. Rebound, Ella DeVore. Let's get something into Weber again right there. Give it to her. There you go. Nice job, ladies. Jesup still in that 2-3 zone. Steinloggy, good. So every time the Jayhawks look to make a dent in the score, the Trojans are there to respond. Nice shot by Ella DeVore. Filling it up from the outside. Ella Jr. for the Jayhawks, number 21. She's at the base of your screen, or I should say the baseline underneath the hoop. Another three for Steinlage. We're going to have to get out on that. Give it to her. Emma fakes three. Nice pass. Great feed from Emma Bowes into Peyton Weber. Peyton Weber goes up for it, but does get fouled hard on the arm in the act of shooting, so she's going to shoot two. That foul coming via Addison Steinlage. And that is Addison's first foul of the night. Peyton Weber makes the foul shot. Bodensteiner and Hayek back into the game for the Trojans. I should say Eleni Bodensteiner. Three ball up, very long. Rebound, Addison Steinlage. Apologies, that was Hazel Neiman with the rebound. Jaden Bowes bringing the ball up the court for the Jayhawks. Kick out to Vogel, three ball up, no good. Rebound, Steinlage. Inside to Bodensteiner, makes a move, no good. Steinlage picks it up and does some work. Little pinball action with the ball there, does make its way into Weber, but cannot make its way to the bottom of the basket. Steinlage nearly another three. Rings around and out. Jaden Bowes, I don't think Jaden's had a single shot tonight. A little tie up inside. That's going to be a jump ball to the Trojans. Steinlage, Bowes fighting for it. Trojans content walking the ball up the floor, chewing up some of this clock as they enjoy a 12-point lead. Turnover. Jaden Bowes up, blocked out of bounds. It is going to stick with the Jayhawks. They will inbounds underneath. Ella DeVore. Peyton Weber set to inbound. She will go into Ella DeVore. Cross-court pass. And Bowes fakes the shot. Nice move, cannot get it to drop. Trojans begging the Jayhawks to come out and guard them. Again, they're happy to work some of this clock off. They're going to have a foul. That's going to be against Vogel. Vogel's second foul of the night. Jesup's second team foul of the third period. So both teams really cleaned things up here in the I was going to say both teams really cleaned things up in the third period here, but I don't think our fouls are right on the scoreboard. That foul is going to go against Emma Bowes going for the interception, but fortunately caught more contact. Maybe they are right. It didn't appear as though our side went up on the last foul, but we are showing 2 team fouls now, so I suspect that is correct. Trojans with just 1. So to my earlier point, both teams have cleaned things up significantly. Strong effort by DeVore there at the end of the game to beat the clock. A little too strong. As we go into our 4th period here, the Trojans enjoy a 12-point lead over the Jayhawks. Once again, as we saw in the first period of this game, the deep ball just really killing us here. I don't know, it's tough to defend in that 2-3, but again, going back to that, the 2-headed monster comment, you know, they've got shooters around the perimeter, they've got height in size, they know how to use their size. And so you kind of got to pick your poison there, but unfortunately, while we may be muddying up the inside from a bit, they are taking full advantage of that open perimeter. Jesup ball to start the 3rd period. Emma Bowes on the far side. Inbounds to her sister Jaden. Good drive. Strong drive by Vogel. Took the defense out of it. Good defense by the Jayhawks inside. They really are doing a nice job on the interior, but man, just killing us from the perimeter. Inadvertent buzzer there, you may have heard. No? Shot clock issue. I don't think the shot clock restarted. So see what may be amiss with that. Yeah, the tough thing about this Turkey Valley squad, they do such a nice job of feeding that inside, and you know, we're trying to jam up that middle so they don't get easy shots underneath, but they recognize that and are doing a great job of kicking it out to the open guards around the perimeter, and we are just not getting back out quick enough. In some cases, I'm not even sure they're trying to get a shot inside. I think they're just exploiting our seeming inability to get back out on defense. Vogel over to Bowes. Vogel drives, kicks out to Jaden, down to Emma Bowes. Looks at a 3. Emma Bowes, 3, good. Emma Bowes goes to 21 points on the night. And I don't know what she's got for rebounds to go with that, but she's got to have a double-double by now. If not, it's awfully darn close. Good feed. 3, no good. Steinlage with the ball. Inside to Bodensteiner, she's up, no good. Rebound, Jayhawks, get it out of there. Nice job by DeVore. Good under control. Dribble up the court. Emma Bowe's drive, a little strong, a little strong. Fast break opportunity for the Trojans. Only one part of that duo was aware of what was going on, so Jayhawks get it back. Peyton Weber, I'll take that, she says. You're gonna give it to me? I'll take it. Ooh, near turnover. Kick ball, that's gonna stick with the Trojans. That was a nice bit of defense by the Jayhawks. Nearly caused turnover about 3 different times on that possession. Coach Pilcher wants a 30-second timeout. Couple of Coach Pilchers on the bench since I believe after Christmas, maybe longer. I'm actually not sure, but we've got Lainey Pilcher, who is a let's see what she graduated 3 years ago now, I believe it was. And I was trying to come up with this the other night, and I'm embarrassed to say that I'm not sure, but I believe she is Jesup's all-time leading scorer. Regardless, she's got a lot of knowledge, and I'm thrilled that she's volunteering with the staff, passing that knowledge on to this younger generation of Jayhawk ballers. If I had to guess, she's going to have a lot of years on somebody's bench. Somebody either here for a while or taking over her own squad somewhere. Trojan ball. 5 minutes to go, 4th quarter. Trojans up 57-49. 3-point up and good and foul. Annika Bodensteiner, senior forward, knocks it down. She's going to go to the line to see if she can make this a 4-point play. So again, I feel like every time we get the opportunity, I'm not sure what the call was there. Apparently it was, did they count that 3-pointer? I don't know. If the 3-point counted and she was fouled while shooting it, I'm not sure why she wouldn't go to the line to shoot one, but clearly I don't know what I'm talking about because nobody else down below, coaches in particular, expressed any frustration about that. So. Trojans nearly throwing it out of bounds, but they do maintain the possession. Sticka up and fouled by Emma Bowes. Just a second foul for Emma. So even with all the fouling we've seen tonight, really nobody in any serious foul trouble. The most anyone has is 3 with 4 minutes to go. That's not particularly concerning for anybody. Bodensteiner. Eleni Bodensteiner back into the game. She replaces Emerson Holfert. As Dylan Vogel brings the ball up the court for the Jayhawks. 3-ball no good for DeVore. Rebound Bodensteiner. Nice job on defense by Weber. Weber and DeVore inside on Bodensteiner caused their efforts more or less force that turnover. Ooh. A lot of contact there, no call. Steal, DeVore, take it to the rack, up, no good. Nice take though. A little bit of a late call there. I believe he was waiting to see if she was making that. Coach Pilcher wants to know, how do we call that, but not the one on the other end that looked pretty darn similar. Bodensteiner no good. She does get the second. Coach Hoffert takes a full timeout. So just under 4 minutes to go here. We've got a score 49-62 in favor of the Trojans, as one of the refs has a conversation with our AD. I can only suspect it was in regards to some comments coming from the crowd. Tempers flare, and we sometimes forget our job as fans is to cheer on our kids, and that's about it. And if you can't do that, you probably ought to just remove yourself and you go home and you watch this game and listen to my stupid mouth. That's the easiest thing to do. Then nobody gets in trouble and we all have a good time. Emma Bowes. Jayhawks work the ball around the perimeter up top. Oh! Dylan Vogel, nice drive and shot. I think she got whacked in the ear on that one. Came down holding their head. Got a referee's timeout. Trojan ball. They're going to inbounds underneath on the near side here. It's Annika Bodensteiner. Got a foul. That's going to send nobody to the line. Jesup with 4 team fouls to Trojans 1 team foul here in the fourth. And there we see a foul on number 55, Eleni Bodensteiner. Fairly substantial height difference between Bodensteiner and Vogel. And Vogel got the worst of that, but does come up with the ball. Emma Bose looks off the three, over to her sister Jaden. Inside to Peyton Weber. Goes up, no good, but does draw the foul. That foul against Isabel Stika. That is Isabel's Annika Bodensteiner is actually who they call that on. That is just her first. Peyton Weber makes the first of the two-shot foul. And gets a second as well. Jesup into a full court press. Does nearly turn the Trojans over. That ball off the hands of Peyton Weber. I think she thought should have been off the Trojans, but sorry, Peyton. I gotta agree with the ref on that one. 30-second timeout by coaches Oberhauser and Pilcher. Both teams with 2 timeouts remaining. Again, Jesup with 4 team fouls. Turkey Valley with 3. Been a very physical game, a lot of fouls called. Anytime you've got a game like that, I mean, these refs have done their best to keep things in check. They have called a lot of them. I mean, honestly, I feel like they've been fairly consistent. You know, early, not so long ago, it was 4-1. Jesup 4 fouls. Now it's 4-3. So refs have a way of evening those things out. But more so, I think both teams have not done a good job of keeping their hands where they need to be tonight. And in turn, that usually creates some extra emotion, not only on the court, but in the crowd as well. And quite frankly, that just makes things harder for everybody in the gym. So hopefully we can finish out the final minute 45 here with just some good, hard basketball. Emma Bose, 3, got it, nothing but net, huge shot. Jesup coming alive with this full court press, pull within 6 with 1:30 to go. 56-62. As we see our Jayhawk cheerleading crew fan out in front of our fans. Small crowd tonight. Few different things play into that. You know, usually we do have a boy-girl doubleheader. We've just got one half of that tonight for the girls in the house. And then also, of course, we've got the national championship game on TV, which is going to draw a certain number of people away. And then also, it is darn cold out there, folks. I don't know if you've been out your doors lately. It's not pleasant. I'm ready for spring is what I'm trying to say. Again, Jesup in that full court press. Talking things out, trying to make sure they got the right personnel where they need to be. Play good D, play good D. There it is, jump ball. Oh boy. It's going to be a foul on Emma Bose. Jesup 5th. Trojans are in the double bonus, so they will shoot 2 from here on out. Stika at the line. Friendly bounce. Good on the second as well. Got to look to score here, ladies. Get it inside to Peyton Weber, up and in. Nice job. Now get into it. Tee him up. Nice job by the Trojans to break that press. Emma Bowes with the foul. It's going to send Stitka to the line. Really probably the last one you want to put on the line. I mean, you've got to do what you got to do. She had the ball, and we needed that clock to stop. But as their leading scorer, she's obviously experienced at the line. She does go 1 or 2 there. 3 ball, nothing but net for Ella DeVore. Huge 3, big smiles for Ella. Love to see it. That's a kid, I hardly ever see that kid show any emotion. Rarely do I see her give herself props, but she had a nice smile on her face there that she was quickly trying to wipe off, I think. Coaches Pilcher and Oberhauser talk things over with the gals. We've got Bowes, Weber, DeVore, Vogel, our 5 starters on the floor with I think about 30 seconds to go potentially. Trojans with their starting 5 as well. Sticka deep for the Trojans with Emma. She now comes up. Good D. Foul by Vogel. Hazel Neiman at the line. Good on the first. 9 points for Neiman. Long on the second. Rebound Bowes. Quickly back the other way. Nearly stolen. Jaden Bowes up, no good. That's going to go out of bounds to the Trojans. We've got 26.8 left in this game. Sticka will take the ball out this time. Got a hold underneath on Bowes. Before, I think before the ball came in. Automatic 2-shot foul again. Interestingly enough, I don't think there's a coach down here who is particularly impressed with the refs at the moment on either side. Good feed inside Weber. Solid move. I don't know how she gets that to go in like that. Ooh, got to be careful with that foul. Clearly trying to give one, but got to be careful launching yourself at a girl like that, especially at the sideline. Emerson Hofert, there's where I came up with Emerson earlier. Good on the first. Trojans doing a very nice job of this late game foul situation. This is, I hate late games where you have no choice but to foul, which is kind of the spot where Jesup's at right now, but credit the Trojans, they're knocking down the free throws. They're doing everything their coach is asking them to do right now. Good on the first. And she'll get the second as well. And that will do it as the Turkey Valley Trojans extend their record to 10-2. 8-1 in the Upper Iowa division, but 10-2 overall as they take the victory over the Jesup Jayhawks. And we take our record. I want to say we were 6-7. This is showing 6-6, but I believe this takes us to 7-7. I could be wrong there. But a good battle by both sides. Not the prettiest game you're ever going to watch. If you did happen to watch this, or you watch it again on the streaming services, but we got through it, and the Jayhawks will live to fight another day. For our crew, on-site producer Anthony Baugh and camera operator Eric Clark, I'm Luke Baldwin from the upper patio at Jesup Community Schools, where the final score is Jesup 63, Turkey Valley 72. To watch this entire game on replay, as well as other previous Jesup High School athletic events, go to the videos section on our Facebook or YouTube pages. This is the Jayhawk Sports Network from Heartland Technology with music courtesy of bensound.com. Go Jayhawks and good night.